Yes people, we are back with another Womp based tutorial video. This time it's going to be a bit more of an old school sound, but it's also quite authentic and it sounds a bit like this. So if you saw my last Womp based tutorial video, you'd have heard me say, now if you want to create an accurate Dominator Womp bass, firstly get yourself a Virus TI synth. I mean, they're a bit pricey, but... So since this last Womp based video, I've actually come across a website which offers emulators of a variety of synths using the Motorola DSP-56300 digital signal processor, aka the same processor that was used in the Virus synths. So long story short, with a little bit of setup, you can actually recreate the sounds of a Virus synth from your computer. I'll put a link in the description to this website where you can download the emulators. In this video, I'm going to be making the Womp bass using Osirus, specifically emulating a Virus C. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. But not before I ask, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Most of you watching these videos haven't actually subscribed, and it does massively help the channel. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so let's get a copy of Osirus loaded into the project. And first things first is to initialize the patch. So if we come down here and search init, nice and initialized. So the first thing I'm going to do, which some people might find interesting, is I'm actually going to add volume to the patch. So if you can see here, the levels are barely hitting like halfway, getting near -8. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a decapitator. Now you could use any form of distortion plugin, you could even just use a utility and boost the volume up if you want. And all I'm going to do is firstly switch off the auto so it doesn't bring the output down when I bring the drive up, and then going to bring the drive up to 8. Now just a quick compare. Pretty similar, maybe a bit thicker, but mainly a lot louder. Okay, so with some volume added, let's make this Womp. So the first thing we're going to want to do is change it so we're only hearing oscillator 1. So with both oscillator 1 and 2, we hear, and if we change this knob all the way down to oscillator 1, we hear. Next we're going to want to do some changes to oscillator 1. So firstly, let's bring this down 12 semitones or an octave. And secondly, let's change the wave so it's not a sawtooth that's coming through, it's going to be one of the wavetables. So currently we hear this, and if we change this knob all the way to the left, we're on the wavetables. Now it's currently set to sine, and we'll get on all of these shortly, but we'll just pick 13 for now because that's a good starting point, and it should sound like this. And now we're going to make it Womp. So firstly, we need to come over to the filter section, and we want to bring the cutoff down to say around here, 36-ish. And then we're going to want to bring the resonance up to say, let's try here, 53. We're going to want to bring the envelope 1 amount to around 2 o'clock, about there. And then we're going to want to change the filter balance so that only filter 1 is being used. So this knob here, we bring this all the way to the left. And this is where the Womp really comes alive. So if we bring up the attack slightly, and the decay, we'll leave it there for now. And if we bring up the sustain slightly too, as you can hear, we're in Womping territory. So I'm just going to draw some MIDI quickly. So I've just created this little simple pattern loop. And that is the basis of the Womp. So I'm just going to quickly turn off the decapitator just so you can hear what that volume boost does to the patch. So without it, very quiet. And with it, and I feel like that little bit of distortion just adds a bit of thickness, a bit of warmth, just boosts the patch up a little bit. But that is the core basics of this kind of classic old school type Womp. So a few seconds ago when I mentioned about these wavetables, the beauty of Osirus is you can easily flick through them. So if I just play this on a loop, and then we can see what else we can make. And yeah, as you can hear yourself, there is just so many different Womp options available. Now, if you wanted to make this sound a bit thicker or bring it out, here is a few things I would do. So firstly, I would add some form of width to it. My go-to is the Zephyr Records Dimension Expander. Dead simple to use, 2 knobs. I'll bring the mix down to 9, 10 o'clock, and the size down to maybe 7, 8 o'clock-ish. And that just adds some width to make the sound a bit bigger. Something else I would consider doing is just a short reverb on a send. So if I just send it to this channel quickly, if I add in a Pro R, if I bring the space down to 0.3 seconds and maybe boost the high end of the decay EQ. Get out some of that low end as well. And then the classic trick of whacking in an OTT after the reverb again helps make it sound a lot bigger. Put that to 50% and then bring this down to say 15. Let's try 10 actually. Just a quick before and after, so before and after. Just adding a bit of space and a bit of depth to it. And something else I'd consider doing is adding in an erosion. So on another send track, if I bring this down here. Now I'm using Ableton, so I'm not sure what this exact thing would be called in other DAWs, but it's simply just adding kind of a white noise layer to add some crispy top to it. So select the noise setting, amount full, width full, bring this all the way over to the right, and then EQ out everything apart from those really high frequencies, and then obviously add a high cut so we don't have too much ear piercing going on, and then just slowly bring it in. And then again, if we were to play around with different sounds with the wavetable, there really is a lot of options going on here from not much effort at all. So yeah, have a play around, see what you can come up with, and yeah, see what kind of nasty wompy sounds you can make. If you've made it this far into the video, massive thank you for watching. I haven't done a tutorial for a little while, but I'm definitely going to try and do some more. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, commenting, liking the video, all of this kind of YouTube stuff. Massively helps out the channel. If there's any sort of videos or specifically jump up related things you'd like to see, please do let me know in the comments. But until next time, I'll see you later.